What if I told you that for just $49,000, you could live here in Malaysia with sea views, pool, a gym, and even the option for it to pay you every month? While back in the West, people are drowning under mortgages, here's what the same money can get you. G'day, my name's Jack, an Aussie expat living in Asia. I've spent the last 3.5 years based in Kuala Lumpur, and on this channel, I show you how to live smarter in Asia without wasting your time or hard-earned money. Today, I'm staying at Silverscape Luxury Residences here in Malacca, a UNESCO heritage city just 1.5 hours from Kuala Lumpur. The condo is part of a complex with the DoubleTree Hilton as well as the Elements shopping mall, so it's super convenient. And right around the corner on the other side is the Portuguese Settlement, which is a super unique area of Malaysia and this part of Southeast Asia. So you're steps away from seaside restaurants, cafes, and of course, Malacca's unique Old Town culture charm. It's located in one of the best areas of the city. It's quiet, but it's also near the water. Perfect for retirees or digital nomads who want to slow down without giving up city conveniences. This condo sells for about $49,000 and the rent is approximately 1,250 ringgit per month or 265 US dollars. So if you do the maths, that works out to be about a 6% net yield after you take into account the costs. Sounds interesting, but is it actually worth it? Well, let me show you. The entrance to the property connects to the shopping center, and you've also got a nice Korean restaurant here at the corner. This is the entrance, the concierge, staying in Tower A, Silverscape Residences. Let's check it out. G'day. For those of you asking about internet, here, look, 600 megabits at only 99 ringgit for the first 6 months. That is approximately 22 US dollars a month or about 30 Aussie dollars a month for speed much faster and better than the NBN. Go Malaysia. Here are the lifts. There's 5 lifts for this property, including 1 service lift. So we're gonna go up to level 13 and see the facilities. This pool is amazing. Check out the sea views. Fantastic. See, condos in Malaysia just have amazing pools. So yes, the weather is hot, but you can cool down no matter where you are. Isn't this fantastic? This is what I love most about Malaysia, that you can go pretty much anywhere and get these excellent pools. Everyone having fun, everyone swimming together, the kids here, the families here. It's just a great time. So if you live somewhere like this, there's a real sense of community. You can all use the facilities and it's just a nice thing. Back in Australia, it's very rare to get these facilities, certainly not a pool like this in a condo, particularly a reasonably priced one. And there's certainly not much of a community vibe going anymore. Do you even know your neighbors in Australia, UK, US? Maybe not, especially if you're in a big city. But here in Malacca, one of the advantages is it's quieter, it's slower, everyone knows each other. I think that's a good thing. This is the Portuguese area, all down here. So it's its own unique settlement with its own history and culture. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out here while I stay. Is indeed a squash court. That is super rare. I don't have one of those back home. But here you go, if you like playing squash, then you can come to a place like this, and for 49,000 USD, you can also get access to your very own squash court. It also has a gym. I had a look through the window. It does look pretty decent, but they wouldn't let me in because I'm only staying here for the night. But if you live here, if you rent here long term, you would have access. The facilities are shared between Block B and Block A. So the property we're looking at is in Block A. For full transparency, because I tell the truth, I would not recommend the lifts. We've got 5 lifts, but 2 of them are out and 1's a service lift. And because there are a lot of Airbnbs in this building, it's taking a long time for a lift to come and for me to go down. That is one negative of this building. But hey, if you can take it slow and it's not a problem for you, not a problem. Now let's have a look at the condo. I'm staying in the studio design. It's a very spacious design with everything you need. It's 515 square feet or approximately 48 square meters. Also keep in mind that most properties in Malaysia can come furnished, so what you see is what you get. First thing we see is the kitchen. It's compact but practical. We've got the induction cooker, the fridge, storage all under here, a microwave and a kettle, as well as a sink. So this is everything you need to cook your meals while living here in Malaysia. So this is really everything you need for a single or a couple living here. I think it's a pretty good deal. Over here we have the living room. It's pretty spacious, so I like that we've got the lounge here looking over onto the TV mounted on the wall, a workstation or a dining table here. Again, it's compact, but it's perfect for a studio. Now this is really great. We've got the double bed here and a huge wardrobe, so you've got plenty of storage. We'll go to the balcony in a second. First, I want to show you the bathroom. Dryer and the washer, spacious sink, toilet of course, and then this is the real money maker. We've got a bath, big shower and a bath looking out onto the main area of the city as well as the ocean. This certainly isn't ultimate luxury, but it is a very nice crib or option for a solo expat or even a couple looking to live simple and quiet. Let's check out the balcony. You get panoramic views of the city, again, the water. Imagine sipping your morning coffee out here, looking out onto the water and the quiet city. Can't go wrong with that. Not too bad at all, I must say myself. In some previous videos, some of you guys asked about the bedrooms that didn't have windows and it didn't have a balcony. Well, here you go. You've got a balcony with a nice view, a massive window from the bedroom, and a beautiful spot to live in Malaysia for just $49,000. I'll also mention the significance of this waterway. This is the Malacca Straits, which you've probably heard of. There's a lot of history in this town. It's a UNESCO Heritage place for a reason. A lot of the trade routes and the shipping was done along here hundreds of years ago from the Europeans and the local Asian trade. So here you are really in an historic part of the world, and you could own a slice of this or just live here for a while and experience a different culture and relaxed lifestyle. Nowhere's perfect. It's certainly not the most bustling or hype city, but I would recommend it as an alternative option away from Kuala Lumpur if you think that's a bit too much for you and you're looking for a bit of a better value spot and it's a bit quieter outside of the main areas of Malaysia. Okay, it's a great place and I love showing you what's possible, but we do need to be real. Here's what you need to know. If you're Malaysian or married to a Malaysian, you can buy this property. If you're a foreigner looking to buy in Malaysia, you need to consider the minimum purchase prices that vary by state. One advantage of buying property in Malaysia as a foreigner is that A, you can do it, and B, it is freehold. You actually own the property. It's not a leasehold like a lot of other Asian countries. Now, in the big cities like Kuala Lumpur, the minimum purchase price is 1 million ringgit or about 225,000 US dollars. One big advantage of Malacca is that the prices are cheaper and the minimum purchase price is also lower. Here it is only 500,000 ringgit for condominiums like this, which is about 106,000 US dollars. So technically, if you're not Malaysian, you can't buy this exact studio. But here's the kicker. For 106,000 US dollars, you absolutely can get a 3-bedroom mega condo here in Malacca, in this building or very similar, often with views of the sea and the Malacca Straits, and also the facilities. It's gonna have a pool, it's gonna have a gym. So there are a lot of options and there's more development coming in buildings like this or even better. And who said you need to buy here anyway? For most people, renting is actually gonna be a better option. You can do a 12-month lease or even a short-term stay to see if Malaysia is right for you. And it also gives you the flexibility even if you want to stay long term. The rent price for this studio is 1,250 ringgit per month, which is only 265 US dollars a month, or about 400 Aussie dollars a month. So that's 100 Aussie dollars a week. So you can live like this without locking up your capital while enjoying a lower cost of living and a higher quality of life than many people are getting back home. Let's be real. In Australia, the US, Canada, the UK, 265 US dollars a month probably won't even cover your groceries, let alone rent. The housing crisis is pricing people and families out, while here in Malaysia, you can live well near the water with all your essentials covered for a fraction of the cost. I'm telling you, you probably don't have to keep suffering under huge mortgage or rent payments if you don't want to and you're willing to make a change. So you tell me, would you live here for the price of 49,000 US dollars, or would you invest here to build your plan B in Asia? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more real talk from an Aussie abroad in Asia, showing you how to live smarter and what your money could actually be getting you, subscribe and book a call to talk to me one-on-one about your options. See you in the next one.